Well, we're at the world premiere, of course, of The Gospel in Us. Michael Sheen joining us. Michael, first of all, what inspired you to create such a fantastic piece?
Oh, well, it was 2.5 years creating it and developing it, and it sort of just grew and grew, really. I wanted to do something that involved the community of the town, and I wanted to do something that wasn't just in a theatre, but took place all over the town because of all the amazing visual possibilities of the town and all the associations I had with it. So it started from that, really. It was sort of inspired by the Passion play that used to happen in Margam Park that I saw when I was growing up. But I wanted to do something that wasn't exclusively of any one particular religion or anything like that. I wanted it to be a story about community and about people. So it just snowballed, really, and I would never have guessed that it would have, happened on such an epic scale. We ended up having over 2,000 local people actively involved in it, and I think up to 15,000 people turning up by the end of the 3 days, down at the roundabout outside here. And the effect has carried on going. It's inspired people since to create things themselves and get involved with things. And the exhibition that we've had this weekend has shown the response that people had, how much it's mattered to people. Yeah. And now the film tonight is the next part of the story. It takes a different turn now. With Dave McKean's film, we'll see his version of events, and it'll be great to see it going out into the world.
And you've had a chance to see the finished result just yet?
No, not yet. No? I've seen very early versions of the film when there was still a lot of work to be done, so I'm as excited as anyone else tonight, really.
And what was the most sort of challenging part of creating the whole thing?
Well, just the scale of it, I think. Trying to make sure that it stayed personal and that it was meaningful, and not letting it get out of hand, so that the vision for it stayed pure to what I originally wanted it to be. Because with such a massive organisational task, with so many people involved, it's very easy for it to get diluted, But I was proud that by the end of it, it had such a powerful emotional impact on other people, because I think we'd all managed to make it mean something to us and kept true to the spirit of it.
And how different was it for you to play a role like that? I mean, the teacher compared to, say, Frost or say, Blair was completely different, For everyone watching on the beach, it was like the theatre was there in front of them, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the big thing for me was that everyone kept saying, well, what has your version of Jesus come to say to people? And I said, well, he hasn't come to say anything, he's come to listen to people. Yeah. So in a way, it made it a lot easier for me. Once we started doing the performance, all I had to do was just be in a certain place and react to people and listen. It was all the preparation before that, the 2.5 years before, that I had to work very hard. But even a lot of that was just about listening to people, I said from the beginning that the town would tell me what the story was that it wanted to tell. And so I just had to go around and listen to people, and eventually the story became clear.
And you've got a great sort of working relationship with the Film Agency of Wales and the National Theatre that's brought so much now to Talbot. Are there plans to work with other sort of theatre companies to do the same thing in the future?
Well, I hope that, it inspires people to tell the story of their community, and the more kind of crossover between theatre that's going on, community theatre, professional theatre, and then film, I think the better. Film Agency Wales have been brilliant, supporting everything, Soda, distributing it. The fact that everyone has come together and has created something like this, that has gone from grassroots level now to a cinema release, is fantastic. So I hope it carries on.
And of course, you've got Rachel with you tonight. What does she think of Talbot at the moment? First time in Wales?
No. She was here for the Passion. She was here for the preparations, the research. She's become an honorary Talbotian.
And probably one of the only premiers they've got for mum and dad to be here as well.
That's right, and they're both in it. Yeah. So it's fantastic.
Lovely, Michael. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best for the film. All right.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you.